Hello everybody and welcome to the video notes for Unit 4, Day 6. Today our lesson is about order of operations. Today's video is dedicated to Viviana in 6C. Hi Viviana. And here's why order of operations matters. From our make a guess problem, you either got the answer 14 if you did the addition first and the multiplication second, or you got 11 if you did the multiplication first and the addition second. 11 is correct and 14 is incorrect, and you'll see why in just a moment. Anytime you have multiple operations, right? Operations are things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponents. These are all examples of operations. I want you to think about this little panda right here, and the Pemdas panda. And the Pemdas panda is going to tell us what order we should do things in. So the first letter of Pemdas is P. And what that P stands for is parentheses. So let's write out parentheses. Parentheses. And so anytime in your mathematical expression or your equation, if you see something like a plus 5 and it's inside these parentheses, that's what you're going to solve first. So that's the first letter. The second letter is E. We have a P, we have an E, and this E, it stands for exponent. So anytime you see exponents in the problem, that's what you would solve or evaluate next. And examples of exponents might be 5 to the second power, or maybe you'll have x to the fourth power. Those are examples of exponents. The next one is our M and our D. So we're going to do M/D of Pemdas. And the M stands for multiplication. And the D stands for division. So after you've solved any parentheses and then you've solved any exponents, the next thing you're going to solve is any multiplication or division. And I want you to draw a little arrow like this, because you're going to solve it from left to right. And examples of multiplication or division, that might be 5 times 2, or 40 divided by 10. Got that one down. And the last one that we're going to do is our A and our S. So let's write that in. A and then S. So all together, think Pemdas, P-E-M-D-A-S. That tells us our order, and it kind of sounds like panda. Pemdas, panda. That's why I have a little panda here. A stands for addition. And the S stands for subtraction. And examples of addition are 5 plus 2, or 40 minus 10. So whenever you're solving a problem with multiple operations, these are all examples of operations. Follow this order, Pemdas. Let's put that into action. Here we have 4 plus 2 divided by 7. So we go through our list. Are there any parentheses? No. Are there any exponents? No. Is there any multiplication or division? Yes, there is. We have a 2 times 7, so I'm going to underline that. because that's what I'm going to solve first. So 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, and we still have this 4 here. So then we have 4 plus 14. Is there any more multiplication or division? No, now it's just addition and subtraction, the last step. Now I can solve it or evaluate it. 4 plus 14 is 28. 28 is what I get when I fully evaluate this expression right here. The first letter of the secret word is A, as in alphabet. First letter of the secret word is A. So now what you're going to do is number 2, number 3, and number 4. Using Pemdas, I want you to solve those 3. You're going to pause and try those 3 on your own. So let's pause and go. And now you are resuming the video to check your work. Remember, make sure you try these on your own, and now you're just checking. Because if you're just copying me, you're not really learning. 20 minus 5 times 2, we have to do the multiplication first. 5 times 2 is 10, so we'll do 20 minus 10, and that gives us 10. If you got that right, gold star for you. 36 divided by 3 times 4. We have multiplication and division here, and remember we go left to right. We also go left to right with addition and subtraction too. So we're just going to go left to right. 36 divided by 3, let's do that first. Well, if you need a calculator, you can use it, or if you know it in your head, 36 divided by 3 is 12, and then 12 times 4. You can use a calculator if you need it, or if you know it in your head. 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 2 is 8. Add those together. 40 plus 8 is 48. Okay, if you got that, gold star for you. And number 4, when an expression with multiplication, when you have an expression with multiplication and addition, which one do you do first? Well, in Pemdas, multiplication comes before addition, so you would do the multiplication first. Okay, if you got that right, 2 gold stars for you. And also at this point, the second letter of the secret word is N. N as in November. The second letter of the secret word is N as in November. Okay, let's look at the last 4. So we're going to use the order of operations again, but you may notice we have more operations and we're working with exponents here. And if you go back to our panda, our Pemdas panda, exponents is higher up the list. So exponents is what we would do first before any multiplication or division. So if exponents comes first, do we have any, where's the exponents? Let's underline it. Well, here. Right, so that's what we're going to do before doing anything else. 9 squared, that's the same thing, right, as 9 times 9. And 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, so now we have 4 plus 81 divided by 3 times 2 minus 2. And we check. What do we do next? We did our exponents. So after that is any multiplication or division going left to right. So let's check. 4 plus, that's addition, so we're not going to do that yet. Here's division, so we'll do that. 81 divided by 3. Well, you can do that in your head, or if you can use a calculator. 81 divided by 3 equals 27. So this is going to be 27 here, so we'll have 4 plus 27 times 2 minus 2. And then we check, is there any more multiplication or division left? There is. There's this right here. So then we'll do 27 times 2. You can do that in your head or in your calculator. That's going to give us 54. So 4 plus 54, and we still have this minus 2. And now we're just left with addition and subtraction, which is the last step of Pemdas. And we can just solve it from left to right. 4 plus 54 is 58. 58 minus 2 is 56. So 56 is our final answer here. Okay. Now that you've done this one on your own, we're going to pause, and I'm going to have you do number 6, number 7, and number 8 on your own. So pause and do 6, 7, and 8 on your own. Do that now. And now you are continuing the video to check your work after you did these 3. Because if you're just copying me, you're not really learning. 90 minus 5 to the second power times 3. Are there any exponents? Because we're going to do that first. Here's the exponent. 5 squared is the same thing as 5 times 5. So that's going to be 25. So I'll have 90 minus 25 times 3. I have subtraction here and multiplication here. I do the multiplication first. So that would give me 90 minus 25 times 3 is 75. And then 90 minus 75, that gives me 15. 2 gold stars for you if you got that one right on your own. Here, 4 to the third power plus 2 times 8. Any exponents, we're going to do that first. Here's my exponent. 4 to the third is the same thing as 4 times 4 times 4. If I need to, I can use my calculator. 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. Okay, so all of this equals 64. I still have the plus 2 times 8. I have addition and multiplication. I'm going to do the multiplication first. That would give me 64 plus 2 times 8 is 16. And then I can add this together. 64 plus 16 is 70, 80. 2 gold stars if you got that right on your own. Last one. In problems 5 through 7, what operation did you do first? Well, in all of these, we had an exponent first. An exponent is highest on our Pemdas list, so we did the exponents first. And last on the Pemdas list is always addition and subtraction. So the last thing that we did was any addition or subtraction. We didn't have any problems with parentheses today, but we will have them tomorrow. And the last letter of your secret word is T. T as in train. The last letter of your secret word is T as in train.